This drive around the league is brought to you by your Greater Washington area Hyundai dealers.
Summer's almost over, but you can still get epic savings now through Labor Day, only at the Hyundai Epic Summer Sales Event.
Get 0% APR financing for 72 months with no payments for 90 days on the Tucson. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
That is Grant Paulson. I'm Danny Rouillet. We're talking Nationals. Max Scherzer reminded us, maybe not every time, but he still has something in the tank. He was masterful against the Rays this weekend, a great team.
Yeah, it's back-to-back really strong starts for Scherzer. If you look at his season numbers, they are very good. I think anybody who's been disappointed with his year is just basing that on the expectation that he's built for himself as a guy that every year you anticipate to go out and win the Cy Young Award or to flirt with a no-hitter every time he pitches. That might not be the level that he's going to find all the time anymore, every single start like he did over the last several years here in Washington, but he's definitely still got that club in the bag. He has continued to show that, and he is far from their issue. I mean, he is a dominant starting pitcher. He's a number one, and when he throws, it's must-watch TV.
So yesterday, Brock Holt hits third. I don't know what we're expecting from a season where Brock Holt, no disrespect, is your third-place hitter. That's not how anybody drew it up. What is going on with Juan Soto, man? If the Nats are going to win games, like we can go back to pre-2012, it was fun to watch some of the kids, to watch Ryan Zimmerman do things or, figure out who the next prospect was. Without Juan Soto in the lineup, this is a lot less fun to watch.
Yeah, it is. And, I mean, yesterday's lineup, which kind of looked like a B squad that they're sending on the road in spring training or something, I think, Danny, was indicative of how many things have gone wrong this year. And, oh, by the way, they end up hitting and scoring and winning. So baseball is a weird game, obviously. But I think the point is, if you trot that lineup out for 60 games, the expectation wouldn't have been that they make the playoffs or make a run. The expectation would probably have been that they go like 23 and 30, whatever. I mean, which is looking like what is going to happen potentially. So, yeah, they're just on paper. They are not what they were. They are not a championship caliber team. Brock Holt has been hotter, and I give him a lot of credit. I was frustrated with the opportunities he was getting, and he's responded with some hits after he was 3 for his first 35 on the season. So that's a good sign, and he benefited from moving up in the order. But bottom line is, just from a process, not a result, not working back from him getting hits or him plugging the gap or him getting extra base hits. When you sign a guy off the street and then within a couple of weeks, not only is he going to be playing every day for you, but within a handful of days, he's hitting third in your lineup. It tells you everything you need to know. And as far as Juan Soto, I don't know, man. It's a killer. He was having such an unbelievable season. He was kind of the reason to tune into games, as you pointed out. And we haven't seen him now in days, so it's tough.
In terms of Carter Kieboom, we've been spoiled around here in Washington, where our teenagers, our 20-year-olds or 21-year-olds come up and are just rookies of the year, Hall of Fame track, the reason to tune in Juan Soto's case, or starters on a championship team in Victor Robles' case. What Carter Kieboom was going through is more normal to the process, but our eye line, I think, has changed as fans who've just seen these youngsters come up and right away thrive and be huge pieces for really good teams. Give me your outlook still on Kieboom. Have you cooled on him at all, or are you still as excited about him as a long-term player as you were maybe before this 60-game sample?
Yeah, I have not really cooled on him. I'll cool on him when he gets to play every day for like 3 weeks and does nothing. When he gets to just stay in the lineup and hit, and he proves that he can't do it. I mean, when he's done that at every level, including AAA, which I understand is different than the major leagues, but you're facing a bunch of pitchers at that level who have pitched in the big leagues or could be pitching in the big leagues. I mean, he's hit over 300. He's hit with power. So I think it's about opportunities. I think it's about at-bats. But that having been said, it obviously hasn't gone well. I mean, he went into yesterday's game looking for his first extra base hit of the season still. So the answer to your question, for me at least, is no, I'm not overly concerned because he just hasn't had a chance to, hey, here's your position, go play. That's, to me, when you can say, okay, a guy's not responding. It's kind of been jerked around one position one day, the next week, and now he's a third baseman, which is fine, but he just doesn't get to stay in the lineup. So it's been tough for him, I think.
That is Grant. I am Danny. We'll be talking Nationals each and every week. Thanks for watching.
This drive around the league is brought to you by your Greater Washington area Hyundai dealers.
Summer's almost over, but you can still get epic savings now through Labor Day, only at the Hyundai Epic Summer Sales Event.
Lease a 2020 Sonata or an Elantra for $169 a month, or get 0% APR for 60 months. Visit buyhyundai.com today.